I'm sorry. I thought I could control Kanye. I'm sorry. I didn't know he was going to be a free thinker and have all these thoughts. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's all I hear from you, Nori. This is what I don't get, bruh. What is the point of an interview? An interview is to allow a person to talk and say their piece. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. The only thing I didn't like about the Kanye West interview is when he was talking about the George Floyd situation. I didn't like that. You know what I mean? But I also understood and I recognized it's like a couple hours worth of interview. You know, so I'm listening through the interview and I'm hearing a lot that makes sense in what Kanye's saying. But you know what I think? There's the reason why there's a lot of uproar and why people are mad. Yeah, they're mad about, you know, him being anti-Semitic or saying that, oh, well, Jewish people run the record companies. They do. You know what I'm saying? But it's not just that. When he was talking about the Kardashians had people from the government, Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, calling up there, you know what I mean, the Kardashians and trying to see if they can get them on board with trying to get people vaccinated with their influence, with John Legend and all them. That's what I think was the issue. My personal opinion. It could have been anything else. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you go at the Jewish people, you're going to have problems. I see Sarah Silverman coming out talking about Kanye needs to be, you know, banned and all this. But she could go ahead and she could do blackface. She could say the N-word. She could do all of this. A lot of these people can. Jewish people can. They can do that. You know, but as soon as somebody calls them out of owning or pretty much running these record companies, that's what? What are they preaching to African-American communities? Breaking up. Break up the family home, drugs, selling drugs, murdering each other. This is what they're preaching or having the artist put on to people. And he's telling you that. And that's a problem. I hear like Rosenberg on Hot 97 scorning like Noriega for the interview. You know what I'm saying? Like having problems with it. Why? Because he's Jewish. That's why he's got a problem with it. You know what I mean? And putting, you know, Noriega in the hot seat and making him apologize, basically, is what he's doing. You know, and Noriega's in a position where he's on revolt. This is not even his. You know what I'm saying? So he does the interview and it goes left, and now he's afraid that he could possibly lose, you know, his Drink Champ show with Revolt. It's a possibility now. You know what I mean? Like they're saying, oh, well, I'm seeing the headlines. Oh, YouTube, they didn't pull it. Oh, everybody's pulling it. Like that can't be on Drink Champs. That can't be on. And then now he's apologizing everywhere. This is interesting to me, right? Kanye's been saying some things that now I'm starting to see. He's saying things like, yo, like I can't talk on any of these platforms. Anything that's owned by Mark Zuckerberg, I can't talk on like what? The Instagram. He can't talk on there. They ended up like suspending his account. He can't talk on Twitter. What happened with that? They end up hitting him with community guidelines. What people don't understand, you know, is when you have millions and millions of people watching you, you're going to have thousands and thousands of haters. It's just going to hate you for no reason. Everything that you post, they flagging on Twitter and on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? So you can't even, this is why a lot of them, they just post pictures, you know, because they can't like really say anything. You know what I'm saying? This is why MIA, you know what I mean, it's kind of took the stance of just stepping away from the music industry and she just talking. You know what I mean? Saying things that she wants, because you can't, when you get so big and you got so many people following you, you can't say what you want. And this is why he's going on like Tucker Carlson and going on Drink Champs and going to these platforms to try to have a voice, because they're taking it away from him. We just seen him like with, what's his name? Chris Cuomo talking to him and he won't let him talk. Cutting them off. What you talking about, Kanye? The blacks, the Jewish has helped the blacks all throughout history. What you talking about? Like you, like the way you thinking it ain't right. Like, well, how you gonna tell him out like what he think it ain't right? Who is you? Like, how do you know? Like, what? Like, are you like a music artist? So you a journalist? Like, how you gonna tell Kanye what's right? Have you been in those buildings with him? Like sitting through all those deals and know all the stuff he had to go through or things he had to go through with his artist? Do you know? Like, are you just talking because you're trying to defend the establishment? That's what you're trying to do. Like, oh, well, I think your mental health and what your mental health is this and your mental health is that. Trying to paint the picture that Kanye is crazy. This is what he doing. He like, oh, Kanye, you worried about your mental health? Because we all worried about your mental health. And Kanye like, yeah, did you work out? No, I didn't work out, but I take my antidepressants. Then what you talking to Kanye for? You got problems yourself. Whatever your Cuomo's. cutting him off. He trying to get Kanye flustered. That's what he doing, trying to take up for them. That's what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's interesting to see all of this because it's scary, because it's showing you if you get so big in the world to where, you know, you're known by millions and you want to make a change, they're going to make an example out of you. And this is what they're doing. Drink Champs. Oh, so this is the biggest platform that you can go on in the urban community. Drink Champs. We shutting that down. You ain't going on there. You know what I'm saying? They just showed him that. So what Noriega was saying is like when Kanye was doing an interview, he had his people recording the interview as well because he knew something would go down and they wouldn't put it out. And what happened? They ended up pulling the interview. You know, and some people, they re-uploaded the interview because when you got that many subscribers or that many people watching, somebody gonna screen record it, somebody's gonna download the video, and people download it and they put it up. And now people are getting a chance to see the whole interview on Noriega's show, Drink Champs. And what we seeing is he's making a lot of sense. You know what I'm saying? So like all y'all trying to call him crazy, yeah, I think he a little crazy. You gotta be crazy to be famous. Have y'all seen like what people post about them? Look at Kanye West. Look at all the videos that people posted on him, talking about him. Go on his like posts, like on Instagram or Twitter. Look at what people saying to him. You know what I'm saying? Or how they react to him. It's a bunch of haters. You know, so it's like you're trying to have a voice and you're trying to fight through all of this. You know, you got to go on other platforms to do it. And now we're starting to see that they're shutting him down everywhere that he goes. Because what is he preaching? Oh, like if you're black, you got to watch out for this. You got to watch out for that. Oh, they trying to market this to the communities. Oh, we still in the Holocaust, the abortions and, you know, the hitting the black community and this. They don't want you knowing that. He's a liability. He's a risk. So right now, they all want to paint as bad of a picture as possible about Kanye West so that the whole world can start thinking he's crazy. So if something happened to him, oh, well, Kanye West is crazy. What'd you think was going to happen to him? That's what happens. You know what I'm saying? Prince, you know what I mean? Like caught in the elevator with like hydrocodone and all this stuff that wasn't even in the system. Dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, or certain type of people. You know what I mean? Things happen, like crazy things, like out of nowhere happen to him. You know what I mean? He knows. That's why he's saying, like, you know, if y'all gonna kill me, y'all go ahead and kill me. Y'all gonna make it worse. Because he's talking, he's speaking from the heart, and he sees that all these people are part of the program. And with Drink Champs, it's all good when you got Lil Boosie on there. It's all good when you got all these artists on there cussing, drinking, cutting up, talking about murder, rap, and dumb stuff. The second they start talking about anything important, what happens? Noriega got to go on Hot 97 apologizing. And what community is he apologizing to on that platform? Who is he talking to? You know what I'm saying? It's something. And then Rosenberg's talking about, well, you know, I do like you, but, you know what I mean? I rock with you, but, you know what I mean? Like putting fear in him, like, yo, we can change a lot what you got going on that Drink Champs. You know what I mean? This is how they talking to him. And I think it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Now, if somebody interviews somebody, you ain't going to agree with everything they got to say. It's an interview. You know, and all he could do is like interject and just say, oh, well, you know, Kanye, you know, this is what I think. That's all he could do. You know what I mean? George Floyd thing, I really didn't like that. You know, but that's not how Noriega feels. That's how Kanye West feels. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's an interview, but that just showed me Drink Champs, it's compromise. I'm sorry, it is. When he start going up there talking about Meek Mills is dealing with the feds, Puff Daddy is dealing with the feds, all that interview coming down. You think they're going to keep that up? You know what I'm saying? That mixed with the anti-Semitism, they pulling that down. You have no voice in this America on big platforms if you're talking about the establishment. It's always been like that since day one. You know what I'm saying? So y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. And it's easy. You got Willie D coming out. Oh, well, his mama, then she died so she can get away from him. People like that. Talking crazy and saying the most outlandish things. How does Willie D get away with saying something like that? If he would have said that to Seinfeld's, like, you know what I mean, mom or some craziness, what do you think would happen to him? But it's okay when he's talking about Kanye West. You see what I'm saying? Like, who says something like that? And then he doubles down on it. This dude is nuts. Talking about somebody's deceased parent with somebody that y'all say got mental problems. And you want to talk about them like that? Like, people are sick. And people who are African Americans, I'm sorry to say it, a lot of people, a lot of us are the ones tearing them down. As soon as he came out with that White Lives Matter shirt, they didn't even look at the Tucker Carlson interview. They didn't. One or two. They didn't look at it. And he said on there, I thought it was me stating the obvious. I thought it was funny and the joke. And people still making videos about it. Oh, well, he wore that shirt and he's terrible. He hate black people. And in every interview that he's doing, he's educating a lot of African Americans about how the system is. You don't know how lonely it is to be worth almost $2 billion and you by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only people you can be around, they don't look like you. You got billions. You know what I'm saying? It's a different life. You don't think he want us to be in certain positions? He's telling you what it is. Oh, these contracts, this is how they treat me. This is how they doing me. This is how I had to do this. This is why I maneuvered and did that. He's telling his life story. But they trying to cut him off. Noriega, start clapping for no reasons. Trying to cut him off. You know what I'm saying? Even with Lil Boosie start making a little sense. They start, Noriega clapping over nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just to redirect the conversation. You know what I mean? They don't want y'all to know nothing at all. But murder, kill, Lil Durk is the voice. You know what I'm saying? People like that, you know what I mean? Lil Baby, dude can't even talk. Oh, like, pay attention to Lil Baby. Like, stuff like that is what they want y'all to pay attention to. Period. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. Yeah, I ain't agree with the George Floyd, the way he talked about it. That's his opinion. You know what I mean? Like, opinions, you got to have, you know what I mean? You're going to have responsibility for your opinions. We got to keep it real with that. You can get sued for that, Kanye. You shouldn't have said that. You know what I mean? Unless you got, like, hardcore proof that that's what it is. You shouldn't have said that. You know what I mean? But everything else, you know what I mean? You say what you want. It's your opinion. You know what I mean? It's an interview. Like, how many times you've seen people say something outlandish in an interview? But now you're talking about Jewish people. It's a problem. Cuomo had a major problem when he started talking. I'm cutting him off. Kanye, like, why you cutting me off? I ain't even get to... Because what you saying ain't right. Well, how you feeling ain't right. How you gonna tell me how I feel? How do you know? When is the last time we heard a Cuomo hit, a Chris Cuomo hit? You know what I'm saying? A Jesus Walks by Cuomo. Him going in them offices. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. You just talking. If he's telling you what they preaching to the African American community, how do you know? You ain't us. You listening to like George Strait or something. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? But y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. It ain't no such thing as freedom of speech on none of these platforms. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all ain't learned by Alex Jones, you know what I'm saying? He said something crazy. He got sued for it. If y'all didn't know by Alex Jones before all that, they pulling them off and taking them off of platforms and doing all that. Yeah, I don't agree with everything he says, but that was the prequel of what's to come. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't think they're going to make an example out of Kanye? Everybody's turning against him. You see when they taking NORE and they dragging them through the fields and they showing them what you shouldn't do. You don't think everybody paying attention and looking at that? Now, we might not even want to do a Kanye interview. Now, look how left this can go. Look at all this media attention. I don't think I want to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? And where is this going to leave? And what you think you're going to do? Make a song? Like, where you going to get distribution? What if Apple Music decides to just pull anything and everything that's got to do with Kanye? They can. Spotify. What if Spotify does that? You know what I'm saying? And he's pulled from all these platforms. Who he going to talk to? Where he going to talk? He's already talking about a different platform to go on. Every time you start talking about it, they shut him up. You know what I'm saying? But y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comments. Everybody's so sensitive. I'm just keeping it 55th Street. Shout out to Truffaut. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all so sensitive, man. He can't say nothing, but Sarah Silverman can sit here and rock, you know what I mean, like blackface. And they could talk crazy and do all this and call women B's and H's and, you know what I mean? Like, say all kind of crazy stuff to them. They could do that on the show. They talk all crazy. Irv got to get on there talking crazy about Ashanti. Like Kanye say something. Well, they preaching murder to our people. Wait a minute, Kanye. Wait a minute. Pulling you down. You know what I'm saying? But y'all, tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. Willie D, you need to apologize to Kanye. You do. Don't get mad at me and I'm doing a blog on PIPERBOY Williams and all. Don't get mad at me. You said something that was wrong. Apologize to him. You talked about his deceased mom, the only person that he loved more than anything in this world. You know, and you talking about her, clowning her. Oh, well, she got away from, clowning him. Or she got out of this life to get away from him. Like, what? You crazy. You know what I'm saying? But y'all, tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that. Peace.
Miss Crip Mac on hood. What's happening? Shout out PIPERBOY Williams, your verified source, battle rap and entertainment on hood.